Welcome to Gowns and Gimlets. I'm Eric Wampler, owner of Bustle. This is our podcast about my two favorite things in the world, gowns and cocktails. Today we have Eric Wampler, co-owner of Bustle and Fleur de Fizz, I think, and also Jack Rooney, my head bartender for Fleur de Fizz. We played sexist bingo, smash or pass, and we talked about why I don't tell Katie I love her when I hang up the phone. Make yourself a cocktail and enjoy the show.
Okay, well now let's start the podcast, everybody.
Oh my God, Eric, it's meant to be a casual lead into the podcast. Eric insists on being like, or who was it one time was like, are we doing this? Is this happening? Or was it Eric?
Yeah, he was like, have we started? And it was because I spent 10 minutes talking about Gab in the beginning.
Yeah. And he was like, when did we talk about me?
He was like, when do we start the podcast? And Jay was like, oh, we've been filming. And he goes, oh, can we just like start now? And so we cut everything nice that I said about Gab.
Pretty sure my episode
was fine. I was fine with that.
Let me explain something to you guys. This is a podcast for women, led by women. You will talk when we allow you to talk.
But we are here to inject
That's my boss.
A little bit of... I'm also your boss. We are here to inject a little bit of like levity and also the fact that we're trying to get Fleur de Fizz to also be part of this. So we are here kind of like representing that side of it.
This is already becoming boys versus girls. This is going to be quite.
I know, and I said we should sit. I said we should sit couple and couple, and we wanted to do boys versus girls.
Then it would have been couple versus couple, which would have been probably messier.
You don't want to go up against me and Eric.
But
have you ever played trivia with us? We need to play trivia.
That'd be fun.
It's competitive.
I don't know if you're ready. We literally sit on our couch and play trivia games on the TV together.
Good.
Oh, so we don't have to do that because we just know a lot of things. Like we don't have to practice and learn anything. We just know a lot of things.
I think you're assuming that we then take this information into like a game night or something. We don't do game nights. We just sit sober at 11 a.m. on an off day.
Oh, well, at 11 a.m.,
depends on the day. We played a trivia game one time with Eric's family, and luckily we were married at the time because if we weren't, they would have been like, who is this bitch? Do not let her in the family. And we absolutely destroyed them at a trivia game. Like, no mercy.
To be fair, they were talking shit before.
They were.
And we didn't say anything because we thought it was stupid that they were like getting that super competitive. And then we just answered every question and one going away.
Yeah.
And they were pissed at us.
And we're like, hey, you can't get mad when we win.
Like, I mean, if you gotta walk the walk if you're gonna talk.
Yeah. Put that on my tombstone.
The first
Don't get mad when I win.
That I spent at his parents' house, we like did a little game night thing where we played Uno.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like playing it and like I'm trying to like kind of be on my best behavior. Like these are like my boyfriend's
Would love
parents.
to see what that looks like.
It looks like me in a yellow sundress.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yes. But we were like playing Uno or whatever. And, you know, he's here with his parents. But I could tell, like, he told me before we went in, he was like, it gets really competitive. I'm just warning you. And then at one point, Jack was like, fuck yeah.
On Uno?
Yeah. And
at
like,
an Uno game.
It was something like that. And his mom was like, Jack. Like that he cussed. And I went, oh, they're trying to be on their best behavior for me too. Like they want to like, we're all trying to like get along or whatever. And I'm like, no, like I was prepared for the cussing. Yeah. Like I'm ready for it.
I have moments from my childhood that I remember of us playing Uno and me slamming down that last card and one of my parents being like, you are a bad son.
like draw four, bitch.
Whoa. Like that was going to be way worse. I'm still kind of bad.
Yeah, my family didn't really do game nights. Like we did game nights in the sense that like we grew up with a Wii.
Yeah.
So obviously there was some Mario Kart that happened, but on the whole, we did poker. I remember we did a vacation.
How young were you when you were playing poker?
I think I was 9.
This is Pineville.
No, we were in Colorado.
This is rural Louisiana.
Okay, I'll have you know. We were in Colorado at the time, but my grandma
so
had taught
everything
us,
is legal.
Yeah, my grandma had taught us how to play. It wasn't even poker; it was like blackjack. And they were making like
now you're talking Eric's language.
They were making like virgin pina coladas and literally coming around with the blender and refilling us in our red Solo cups. We had like a bowl of queso in the center of the table, and there's a picture of me at like 8 or 9 or something, literally like standing on a chair and leaning across the table to sweep in my earnings and looking at the camera like, ha, ha. And honestly, that's what a family game night looked for me, was just
Child gambling.
child gambling.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
again,
okay. My grandparents used to take me to a dog track
yeah, that's
in
right.
West Virginia when I was like 12 years old, when I would
Mhm.
stay summers there, because that was their part of their like social life. They would go up there and they knew like these people that like they only knew them at the dog track, like a guy that was like, his name was
It's
Marvin.
my dog track friend.
Guy's name was Marvin, and he would always like every time they go up there,
You know
they'd see
him.
him, and like they and so they would like I would look at the program, and they taught me how to read like the odds and like what the dogs had done, and so I'd like ended up like telling them what I wanted to bet, and I remember they would go up and take my little $2, and because I bring money when I would go to West Virginia.
So they
Take
would
my little
take
$2,
your
they'd
money.
take my money, and they would bet it at the
Go bet
window
it on
for
the
me,
dog.
And then they would take their
and then
winnings.
they would take
That's
that's
right.
right, that's
They were
right.
like, we'll go buy you a
That's
Coke.
right. Well, they got a new bathroom renovation out of it. I remember a year later. So
You're
apparently,
like,
you know, maybe I
"You're
helped with
welcome,
that. Yeah, maybe
Grandma,
I helped with that.
Grandpa."
That's right.
So how old were you?
I was 12.
You were 12. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm, of a certain age and I'm asking questions like, okay, so if I think Tennessee is going to win and they're going to win
By 2 points.
By 2
What does
points.
that mean with the spread?
what do I say
Yes,
when
yes.
I go to the casino and I tell them that? Explain it to
Look,
me.
eventually you're going to get it. Eventually. You're
No,
gonna get it.
probably not. But I do like having you around because you can translate it for me. I'll be like, Tennessee's going to win by this many points, blah, blah, blah.
He bets on baseball.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't care about that. I bet for no money on an app called Bracketology for this season of Big Brother. It's like every week I have
Oh,
to
yes.
put
I've heard
in
all
my
about
guesses.
this. I've heard all about this.
Mhm.
Yeah, my pick to win got evicted 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
brutal.
To
How
be
do you know
fair,
that's not rigged?
Big Brother?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just
speak to somebody who knows nothing about
No,
it.
I actually talked to Jack about this a while back. I like the purpose of the game. Let me not get into a rant about Big Brother.
Yeah, you got-
Please,
Let me
please
not.
We
do
were
not
the
sit
cause.
here
just
and do a
keep
rant
it.
about
Just
Big
keep
Brother.
it to like 5 minutes.
I
She
know.
can't.
No,
No, 5 minutes.
No, she won't.
No.
I can keep it
Give
to
this
a
girl
minute.
30 seconds. You
I
got
can-
30
Okay,
seconds.
that's it. 30 seconds. Timed now.
Okay, I know that it's not rigged because the purpose of the game is to be a social experiment, right? And so it is recorded 24/7.
Mhm.
But even more than that, if you're talking about the games being rigged or anything, I just think that if it was truly rigged, like I think there's probably a couple things here and there that producers might edge out a little bit to try and get their winner to win a certain competition for views. But I think if it was truly rigged, we wouldn't have the people who lose the game going on to say like playing the game was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was so much fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I think they would have way more shit to talk.
You don't think they signed like an NDA that says you have to only speak positively about the
No,
show?
because they say bad stuff about the show,
Okay.
but they just don't say it. That's not what they're saying.
Okay.
Okay.
The bad
Got it.
stuff they're saying is about like when I got out of the house and like, everyone on Twitter hated me because I wasn't about to win America's favorite player.
Mhm. Do you mean X?
So
X going to give it to you. There you
has
go.
it been an hour and a
Yeah, I
half
nailed
yet?
it.
I'm gonna
I
head
knew I was
home.
going to work that in. I knew I was going to work
I'm
that
gonna
in.
head home.
Okay, so it's been a while since we've recorded this podcast. We've been on like a hiatus, like, busy people. We've got a lot going on. What have you guys been up to since we took a break?
Well, our main thing is we went to Disney and lost all our money.
Yeah.
We
So
spent a week
not
there.
at a dog track.
No.
You lost all of your money at
Somehow better
a
and
mouse
worse at the
trap?
same
Okay,
time.
got it.
Yeah, no.
mouse
I
trap.
mean,
Yeah, I got it.
nobody told me the drinking around the world would be as expensive as it is.
Yes, they did. I think I explicitly said that.
Yeah, you might have, but I just wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Well, we
Because I was
shouldn't
like,
have
drinks,
almost done
but
it twice.
what?
We shouldn't have just almost done it twice.
Oh yeah, no, I
Did
Wait,
you?
did you do it on the same night or just consecutive
No,
nights?
we had
Okay, so
one
you couldn't do it
day-
in the same night.
yeah, we had one day where we hit all 11 of them in one go, and then
Wow,
we
that's
were there
impressive.
For,
That
yeah.
by itself.
That really is
Yeah,
actually.
but we did it. We were there for 7 days, so
Yeah.
and we went to Epcot more than any other park, so we just inherently had more drinks on the other days and almost equaled that total.
For whatever reason, we end up at Epcot every night.
Yeah,
every night. We get that
that's-
park hopper. We do
That's
whatever
about where
during
we
the
were.
day. We end up at Epcot.
Yeah, I hope you know that when we go to the bridal convention in Orlando,
Yeah.
if you don't take us to Epcot, you will have to break the news to Gab in the Mickey ear she packed.
Oh no. Okay, so there's this conference that I'm taking Katie and Gab to in November. What are y'all?
What are y'all
doing?
writing down?
Why do you have these sheets of paper? and
I'm
pens?
just gonna find it. Yes, it is.
Are you playing podcast bingo?
Yes, we are playing
We are.
podcast
We very
bingo.
much are,
We
yeah.
wanted. We didn't want you to know about
Did you
it
guys
because we
pick
didn't
your
want
own
you to.
guesses
Yeah,
about
no.
what would be in the blocks, or did you like
Actually, I
have a
got
blank
that
sheet of
one.
guesses and
No.
you picked where to
No,
put
no,
them?
we have.
So what was that you just?
Well,
like,
we'll tell you after
Yeah.
if one of us hits it.
It's a fun little surprise.
Guys, we just talked about gambling, and it feels like you guys are making a pretty big
Well,
gamble
I
that we'll
wish-
be
Yeah.
buying with this.
I wish that I'd put that as one of the bingo blocks, to be quite honest with you, but I didn't.
What, gambling?
Yes, I didn't know that would be a
Next time.
possible
Next
potential
time.
Next
topic.
time, I guess. Huh?
Okay, so there's this conference. It's a conference for bridal store owners, and I'm taking my two managers, Katie and Gab, and it happens to be in Orlando. And I have been known in the past to blow off an afternoon of meetings at this conference and just go to Epcot. I'm
As you
just saying,
should.
it's happened before. It could happen again.
As you should.
Have
It's
you
the best
seen
part.
other store owners at Epcot when
I've
you've
gone
blown
with
off?
them.
Yeah, there you go.
I've gone with them. It's not that we don't do a lot of learning there. We do, but it's like it's a nice mix of a little bit of free time. You know, if the seminars that are happening that afternoon are like not really for you, it's a great time to go get a Mickey pretzel
Well,
and
Why else would they hold
drink
it in
around the
Orlando?
world a little bit.
you know?
Why else would they do it in Orlando?
Mhm.
Begs the question. So,
Such a
all right, pack
weird
the
city.
Mickey ears. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Did you hear Disney Springs just got robbed?
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing. One restaurant that's on the water. Some
Aren't
guy
they all
wearing
on the water?
scuba gear. I thought we
Probably
had,
like
half of
Boathouse or
this.
something.
Oh.
Like one of those like
It
ones
was
on.
Paddlefish, which
Oh.
is like right next to. I think it's Boathouse. I
That
don't know.
doesn't sound like a restaurant I would go to.
I think
Doesn't
it's
sound real.
Paddlefish.
Yeah, that doesn't
I-
sound
I might
real.
be-
That sounds
it
AI.
might
We
be
heard there's a
different.
Rainforest Cafe there, but that's all I know about.
But the guy
The real
wore
volcano.
scuba
Not
gear and he swam up in the lake. He swam up to the restaurant and then like broke in and told
What
the
did he do?
employees,
Like walk out with his
With his,
giant
like,
flippers
fins?
on the dock
Yes.
and like walk into the restaurant and say, "Give me
Yes.
all your money."
essentially yes. And then he put it in like a waterproof bag and he swam out.
It's like so close to being like
Oh,
an
so then he
Ocean's
just
movie.
sunk.
Yeah, I'm like this.
And he went back.
Could've been
He went
cool.
back through the canals back into the rest of Disney,
Mhm.
and they couldn't catch him.
He's like, I'm
So
gonna
did they
swim
not
up.
catch him?
No, not yet.
He has not been caught.
This is a heist.
God,
this is a
Yeah, but
mystery.
realistically, it's probably just a former
Scuba
worker. Like he
thief?
had to know when
Yeah.
they get into the safe, where the cameras were, all that stuff. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This was a former cast member, if you will.
I smell a movie.
And we will.
I smell a movie
That's what I'm
adaptation.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give them one of their bingo cards.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure this is on there.
Bride's moms.
You knew it. You
Now you're
knew
just gonna
it.
start guessing.
I'm gonna start guessing.
Does the square say MILF or does it say mother of the bride?
No, it says.
Is there a
It says mother
second
of
one
the
that says MILF?
No,
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
But something close. Look, we're not. This is not about you just calling out cat. This podcast is not going to devolve. We're not going to let it do that. So you just,
Oh, really?
so you just calling out categories to
Thank
satisfy our
God,
bingo
C-section.
sheets. You did it again. So close. There we go. There we go.
You know.
All right. There we go.
leave you to a lot
of
feminism. No?
Yeah.
Close.
Wow.
Getting
They
closer.
said, oh, I knew she would talk bad about another woman and talk about childbirth.
I'm just saying that-
Unbelievable.
Look, this is number 2 for both of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we kind of have an idea of the rhythm of this.
Mhm.
So I wanted to just see how close we could get to nailing a bingo on the stories that are going to be inevitably coming out of this.
They also needed to exercise some control, like toddlers. Like, you know, we have a preschooler, and so to keep her in line, we have to give her little bits of control. Like, oh, you control this. Isn't that
Let
cute?
the record show that Sarah thought this was a good idea.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right, so what else has been going on during
Movie.
this hiatus? You guys went to Disney World.
And they went, that's right, y'all went to Disney World.
Yeah.
With you
And,
guys.
well, we went to, let's see, the Tiger game, the Florida
Yeah,
game.
went to LSU game.
That
Had my
was,
family in town. It
Yep.
was fun.
Yep, had some folks Tiger fans from Florida
Yeah.
to come see us.
We've been hustling for Fleur de Fizz. Fleur de Fizz has been busy.
Yeah, it has.
Busy. Like several events a weekend, lots of stuff going on. It has outgrown the capacity of what my house can handle for like getting orders together and getting all of that done. So we signed a lease on a commercial location.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah, she's growing. She's growing.
She is. Yeah, it's been very interesting having, like, I mean, usually I'm right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And these past like 3 weeks, I've been on the outside looking
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I've been like, go guys, you got it. It's
scary, isn't it?
Talk about loss of control. Like, wanting a little bit back. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
currently going through what are we going to call it? Hood vent gate?
Hood gate, where
Hood
we're
gate.
navigating the waters of the Louisiana Department of Health.
Yeah.
Okay, which is not something that I ever thought I would have to do.
It's a
but
lot of phone calls.
it's a lot of phone calls. It's a lot of red tape.
And a lot of answering machines.
Yeah. So we're expanding into catering services so that we can offer more when it comes to the bartending alcohol side of it.
Yep.
So we're learning a lot. We're making a lot of friends, making a lot of phone calls, making a lot of friends.
See, I think the Department of Health deliberately doesn't answer your phone calls because they want to test how persistent you are. Like,
no
they
one
want
is
to
as
know.
persistent as
They
me.
want to know
Nobody.
like how committed
very
you
true.
really are
Yeah,
to
they're
the
trying
business.
the wrong one on that.
Literally,
You know?
I am patient and persistent.
That's right,
Yeah.
and pleasant.
And
so the
present. I'm the 3 Ps.
Mhm.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. That's not on your bingo card?
I wish it was.
Man, next
Wish it
time.
was.
I didn't make them. don't get mad at me.
You made these?
Yes, I did. Matter of fact, I made them a couple of weeks ago when I thought this was going to happen earlier, and they've just been kind of stored
Yeah,
away.
we've just been kind of.
Well, what happened? We had Disney.
y'all
and
got
then
sick.
We got
the
sick.
illness.
We had
Scheduling conflict.
His birthday, Charlotte's birthday, now my birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, happy
Amy.
birthday.
Thank you so much. Did I tell you what I did to him last night?
No.
Do we? This is a
No,
family
you didn't.
podcast.
Okay, let me.
This has never been
It's
a family,
podcast with a lot of cursing.
This has never been a
Man,
family
we can put a
podcast,
disclaimer
but
in
also,
front.
Like, no.
We can put a disclaimer in front of it that there are curse words, but let's just keep it.
No, so we were up late last night, and then it was like 12:20 or something, and I rolled over in the bed, and I went, "Oh my God, Jack, I have something to tell you." And he was like, "What?" And I said, "I never get to do this. I'm so excited. Like, I'm gonna guilt trip you so bad." And he said, "What?" And I went, "I can't believe you forgot my birthday." And then I just rolled over. I did like the roll over back to you thing.
Yeah.
It didn't feel as good as I thought it would.
Yeah.
But there was an extra layer to it.
Oh, well then he said, well, because I told him, I was like, no, it's actually fine, because the thing is, I didn't realize it was 12:20, and I went, oh, I guess it's technically my birthday right now. And then he rolled over to me and he was like, I have something to tell you, and I never get to do this, but I can't believe you forgot your birthday. And then he rolled over, put his back to me, and I was like, we're done.
So we were both fake crying.
We're not joking like this anymore. We're done.
No.
We're done playing. But yeah, my birthday, Charlotte's birthday. She's officially 4, which is crazy.
That's
She started
crazy.
dance class.
She changed immediately too. Like
It's like they just know.
she grew up
a
like
little bit into a monster.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
okay.
Oh, it's a phase.
hopefully.
It will be.
We need to get Justine in the house. Justine is the only one that, like, if Charlotte gives some sass to anybody, we'll sit there and try to, like, be adults about it. Justine goes, I'm not going to be an adult about it.
She doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Charlotte goes, we're not friends anymore. And Justine goes, oh, well, I have other friends.
Oh.
And it's just like, no one talks to her like that except for Justine.
Okay, well, that kind of takes the place of like a sibling,
Yeah.
right? Like siblings are supposed to talk to each other that
Mhm.
way. So that's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that
That's
happened
like-
eventually. We'll
yeah.
get there.
Okay, what questions do we have for them?
I don't know. I got a lot of questions for him in general.
Well, that's what we're here for. So why would you bring us on otherwise? We're going to be here to.
We didn't bring
you
you
the
on.
rich-
You
She's like, I got a lot of
begged.
questions. First of
We're
all,
gonna be
how
a-
dare you?
Where did you find the audacity? You guys begged to be on.
We have a rich tapestry of stories
I have a
that we can draw
question.
from.
That's true.
All of us have empty drinks. So,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I was
Jack, are you
noticing that
busy?
too. Do we
Uh,
have? Do we have a
Can we have our
runner?
assistant back there bring us some wine?
That's right.
Oh.
You're the
yeah,
bottle
the bottle
girl? Oh, you got it
girl.
open?
Fantastic.
All right.
That's what we do here. All right, we got wine on the way.
I know,
There's
for
an
somebody
ass on the
that,
cork
like,
in that bottle.
owns a
I don't
bar
know how she
catering
did it.
for somebody that owns a bar catering company, I can't believe we couldn't find a corkscrew.
Well, this is a bridal store.
This is a bridal
At
store.
the same time,
We pop champagne in
have
here.
corkscrew will party.
Give it like a
So that's
month,
why-
and
Yeah.
we can say, "I'll just walk down the road and grab one."
Oh, you're
We'll
right.
just go to Florida Fizz and grab it.
Mhm.
A month. Buddy, we're loading that up next week. Let's go.
We?
We? You.
There we go.
That's right. So, okay. If you guys had to trade jobs, right? Like Eric is an engineer, Jack is a professional bartender.
Yes.
Yes. If you guys had to trade jobs, who do you think would crash and burn the fastest? You? You don't think you could bullshit your way through some engineering? I think you
I
could.
think
Absolutely
he
not.
absolutely could.
I absolutely
No.
think you could.
At this point, I'm more of a manager, so I feel like you could
Yeah,
probably
that's what I'm
like
saying.
learn enough to like just
Yeah.
manage the people and
Jack
and
can
not
manage people.
Yeah.
And
I've
then
been managing
I
people,
if
so.
I have to go bartend, I think I know enough from the business that I could like maybe do it, but I just don't know if I would be able to handle the
Here's the
standing.
like my view on it is engineering requires a degree. Bartending does not. So that must be harder.
I'm going to respectfully say that a job that requires a degree, typically it's because you need a lot of education to get there. And then once you've been doing that job for a long time, you're building off the experience you already have. And once you've moved into
Yep.
a management position, once you've learned those managing skills from any job, I think you can mostly handle a management position, besides the fact that obviously there are going to be times where you need a degree.
Yeah.
But honestly, as someone who has worked behind a bar and is not as good at it as Jack is, and also
Jack is very good at it.
I'm not as proficient in like, I don't know, I can handle a lot of craziness. Like, you should see this store on a Saturday.
It's true.
But you put me behind a bar and 4 people in a row ask me for a kind of wine that I did not even realize that we had back there. And I'm like, I think I should go home, you guys. I actually think I'm making
Tapping
things
out.
worse. I
Tapping
think I'm
out.
making things
Wow.
worse.
That segues to a fun story that I don't think we told on my last episode, which is the day I trained you behind the bar.
Oh
my God.
What was that like?
It almost broke us up.
I bet it did. And you had to like be officially in charge of her.
There
Yeah.
were bigger reasons why that almost broke us
Like,
up.
and my parents came in to say like, "Hey,
That's a whole other
congratulations!"
layer.
And she was like, "I'm not happy right now. Like,
Okay.
they don't need to be
there
here."
are bigger reasons why that almost broke us up. I was pregnant,
Oh, you
So
were.
everything
yeah,
I
I
did
did
was
forget about
excused.
that.
and your parents had just found out I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then showed up, and they showed up at the bar, and I was just uncomfortable, and I was like hormonal and other stuff, and I couldn't leave. That was the main thing he told me the minute we started, was he was like, you are not allowed to leave the bar. And then my in-laws walked in and sat at the bar, and they were like, space? Who needs it? And I was like, I'm gonna have a panic attack, because I was so hormonal
Yeah.
and pregnant. I mean, in your first trimester, I really think you're like the craziest that you could possibly be.
Yeah.
You talking about me being pregnant?
No, we're
Apparently
close.
it's
We're
a
close.
square.
We're close. There's one square that we're getting close on.
Well, and you got to
Okay.
keep in mind at
Yeah.
the same time, like, not only had we not been parents yet, so we had no clue what we were doing, but I was 22 and you were 21 at the time. Like, we were young.
Yeah.
So
You're
we did not,
babies.
we did not know how to handle like the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Anything
so-
in general.
I was the most stereotypical asshole, like baby daddy at the time. I
You
was
was.
like,
Used to be.
okay.
He was. He's really not anymore. But he, at the time,
I was the guy where it was like, you're just being like really mean. I don't know why. It's like, I knew why. What am I doing?
Yeah.
we can, but yeah, the first day that we worked behind the bar was really, really tough. I was freaking out about being pregnant, and I was like, I'm working behind a bar right now, and I'm pregnant. What am I going to do when my belly gets bigger? The answer was stop working behind the bar. I couldn't fit behind the bar
Yeah.
after
that's fair.
about 6
But think
months.
about
Very
how
small.
all the women throughout history who have been pregnant, who have worked a bar,
Yes.
like it's probably happened like since time immemorial. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened.
you were part of a, you know,
Oh yeah, history.
yeah.
She started just serving, and then it would get really awkward because I'd be back behind the bar, like shaking up like 3 drinks at one time, and she's at a table like pointing at me, and I'm like, I come to find
She's like,
out. she's actively
He
telling them
didn't.
that bartender's the one that knocked me up. Not saying that we're together, just saying, yeah, he put a baby in me.
That's what I would tell them, 'cause they would.
And I'm sitting there like an idiot, like, huh?
Okay, but that wasn't the day you trained me. But once I started serving and I got more pregnant, people would be like, "Oh my God, you're pregnant! Oh, congratulations!" I would be like, "Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny. My mom told me I was never allowed to work in the restaurant industry because I would like it too much. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I worked here for 3 months and the bartender knocked me up." We had been together for 2 years at that point, by the way. He had gotten me the job. Like, we were in a very committed relationship. But I was like,
Hey, whatever
Yeah,
you
but you
gotta
gotta
do.
play. You gotta play the stereotype.
and I got some good sympathy tips.
Oh my
You
God.
did.
There you
I
go.
did.
And I started getting some daggers. They were like,
Like, that asshole.
Hey, that guy.
Drinks are good, but man.
No, to be fair, whenever I did that to a table full of like college age girls and then they would go sit at the bar and flirt with you for 3 hours, first of all, what part of I'm hormonal did you not hear?
Which did happen way too often. It was
That
like
did.
weird how often
It did happen very often, very weird. Yeah. What's funny
It's
is
like, because they would even tell me. Like,
Yeah.
they would sit down and be like, "Oh yeah, we were just in Katie's section." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And they're like, "So what's your deal?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, she
What's your
told you
deal?
my deal.
Are you gonna like stick around?
And
Like,
then
what's
she
going on?
would figure it out, and she'd start walking by the bar, being like, "Hey, baby!" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey."
Here's the thing. Here's something to know about me. I'm not a super territorial person. I'm not like crazy possessive. But when I was pregnant, yeah, I was. Because I mean, I think every woman when she's pregnant, I think even if you've been married for a decade, you have a moment where you go, he's going to leave me in the middle of the night to raise this baby by myself. Also,
No, can't relate.
also-
Eric's not going anywhere. I got.
Well, let me finish. Also, I was like, he's gonna do it because I keep telling him, just leave me to raise this baby by myself.
You did say that.
You can't get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're good now. We good, baby. We're good.
Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
I
had
can't wait
check
to do
real
it
quick.
again.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that like the stress test of a couple though?
I
Like,
think
if you
so.
get through the pregnancy and the man is able to understand that she has a lot of hormones because of what's going on within her, and is able to just maturely deal with that,
Mhm.
and the woman then is like able to also, after the child is born, come down from that, and then you both get along again. Like, that is
Yeah,
the
is
the
kind-
test
yeah,
of a
it is
mature
I
couple.
say that all the time. I
right?
know we're not married yet or anything, but I always say, I'm like, I can't believe some people are out here getting married before they've even had a kid with this person.
Yes, yeah, that's
You
a good
don't
point.
even know if you want to be
That's a
with
good
this person
point.
because you've never been with them after having a kid. And that's what I say every time I see, like, we had one of his friends got married, and on their like registry list thing, it was like, also, what's some advice you have for the happy couple?
On the registry list?
It was something like, it was like when you fill out your RSVP, it was like, what's advice you have for the couple? And I was like,
Click on their website or something.
yeah.
Okay.
I put
Doesn't matter
like, forgive each other for anything you say when you're sleep deprived,
Mm-hmm.
because
That's good.
it's
Good.
true. The number of times we had to wake up the next morning after Charlotte had both of us up from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and just go, you good? It was like, yeah, I'm good. You good?
Oh yeah. Anything you say after 2 o'clock in the morning doesn't count.
Doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Right?
But I think when you have a newborn, that also counts for 3 p.m. because you can be sleep deprived
Yeah, it's true.
at 3 p.m. with a newborn. So,
Yeah, it's true.
Justine.
Bottle girl.
I'm still thinking about things.
We have a wine
things
delivery.
Messages you would write on the bridal registry. What I would say would be like, I need some more pint glasses.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to sell this dress again after the podcast?
We don't own this dress.
Okay.
We don't own this
Or,
dress.
there may be a certain type of woman that wants to own a dress like this for her wedding.
We
Yeah.
bank on that,
That's
babe.
right.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely not. Like, we bank on that.
It's a gorgeous dress.
Are you sexist?
No.
I've been doing a lot of gas.
I am
lately.
ruining
It's
the
my new
fact that I
thing.
didn't put that as a bingo block. I
Mhm.
mean, like, that we would have nailed that.
That's your
twice
loss.
now.
Yeah, weird that
Yeah.
you guys didn't put Miss Sandry on there.
Yeah, for real, because that's literally what we do
I
here.
know.
They don't listen to the podcast.
We do
How does
listen to
it
the
feel? I
podcast.
have a question. How does it feel, respectively, to be a man in a relationship with a woman where she truly like loves and respects you, and like there's not very many other men
You know
who
about
could say that about her.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
'cause-
sure I understand the question.
Okay, what she's saying is we don't like most men, but we like you.
Yeah.
So how does that feel?
Special?
Aww. That's cute.
Sounds like a very odd backhanded compliment, I suppose.
Yeah.
Backhanded.
Who
Yeah.
would do that?
It's just-
Backhanded.
To a man,
We
even.
think you guys are really smart for men.
And there you go.
It was a trap.
I felt like I stepped
This whole thing is a
over top
trap.
of it. I
It's
think
This
it
whole
was
thing is a trap, okay?
So sensitive.
So, always these men,
Sure,
they're always
it's
so
their hormones.
sensitive. It must be that time of day.
It's true.
Hey, Justine,
Anyway.
you can pop up another bottle, please. That'd be cool.
Can you figure out how to make whatever drinks Jack was making earlier?
She's not here
Wait,
to be a bartender.
yeah, we can't
She's not-
hear her. We can't
yeah.
hear her on the pod, so we have to make sure that we keep that all.
No,
No,
you're
we're just gonna
good,
go with the
Justine.
wine.
We
We're going
love
with the
you.
wine.
We appreciate you. We're glad you're here.
Y'all don't boss her around like I do. That's my bestie. I can boss her around. She bosses me around. You know, she instructed me to make yaki udon for the Big Brother finale.
Right.
She was like, "You need to go ahead and make that when I come over to watch that." I said, "Okay, yeah."
Okay.
Well, now you got me interested. You're going to be making it at our house.
In the udon,
Yeah.
Sure.
it's too bad. I had a sample
Sarah's
today.
your boss. I mean, she can tell you whatever to do.
Yeah,
You wanna
I
do the yaki
made.
noodles?
Yeah,
Udon
make me
noodles?
some.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
us
I
some
made
noodles.
some steak
Yucky
yaki
udon.
udon. I made some. Oh my god! I made steak yaki udon, and then I made some Korean fried chicken bao buns with pickled, like carrots and cucumber.
I'm into it.
It was amazing. Was that not like the best dish I've ever
It was
made?
very, very
I'm
good. It
into it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. was up there for sure.
Anyway, what other questions do we have today?
I don't know. What's it like being in the presence of women that are so confident and smart?
I think back to the last time I was on here, and there was a lot more. What do I say? Equal give and take in the questions, rather than like this is the queens are over. I feel
That's
like
where
what
we're
happened
I
is
literally
getting them over here.
said we
on the
should
left.
sit
Because of where
couple
we're
to couple.
sitting.
Like we have the queens over here, and then they're talking to the
Jokers.
whatever
The
word-
jesters.
the jesters.
The court
Wow.
jesters.
and we're but
That's
what-
projection. but-
So what is it? So the question is, what is it? How great is it to
Actually,
be
one
sitting
of-
here in y'all's presence?
Okay, but you guys both are in relationships with women who are in like a female dominated field. You both have
Yep.
to deal with people where you tell them what we do for a living and they're like, haha, how silly, how cutesy.
That is true. Like when you're talking to peers or colleagues, you know, and they say like, oh, they ask what your wife does, and you tell them that she owns a bridal store. Did they ever say like, oh, that's so, you know,
Well,
whatever, and then you have to talk about it?
I've had this thought about like what I do as a day job, and it's engineering, and that's not typically a woman dominated profession, but
Right.
it does make this having y'all here in this place and what y'all do and your roles makes me more conscious of like wanting to hire women and promote them and like help them in that
Hmm.
profession,
We did
because
it.
you can see, you know, what is being done here
Mhm.
and, you know, the potential, you know, like I think that there's this saying that like men get hired on potential, but women get hired on experience. And I think we need to flip that.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need, or at least we need to equalize it a little bit more
Mhm.
in society. And I see that a lot in the engineering world. And I think there needs to be some change there. So I think that being around you ladies has been a good thing over the long term to make me realize that.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So our daughter, our oldest daughter, is a freshman in high school now, and she goes to an all-girls school. And there's a lot of benefits there. There's a lot of like really good things there for young women. But I think one of the most beneficial things is that at a school that's only girls, all positions of power are held by women. And that's not an experience that they're going to get in the real world, right? Like, so every president of a club, every captain of a team, every leader of their grade is a girl. And so I think it's giving them experience leading and managing other people that they normally wouldn't get.
No, I agree. The only time you'll ever see that is like, you know, the Wonder Woman society, right? Like that island
Yeah.
that they were all on, you know, I mean,
Pretty cool.
But at the same time,
Superhero movie,
right.
that's
But
right.
at the same time, it is that does illustrate the point. That it allows women to have, I think, a little more confidence. But at the same time, I think in the, outside of the of this industry, woman-dominated industry, it would be good to, give a little bit more support and listen a little bit more to concerns, so that things like get a little bit better. Like my point.
What a king.
What a king.
What a king.
How does it feel like? I mean, you guys hear us probably because of the type of woman that you've chosen to live the rest of your life with. You hear a lot of experience, like life experience stories from us. I mean, I just learned, this is a pink collar job.
Pink collar job. That's
How
right.
fucking cute is that?
Mhm.
How does that translate whenever it comes to being a dad? Because you both are girl dads. You have little girls. And when it comes to preparing them for the world, or is it was there ever a point, because I know as a mom with a daughter, from the minute that I found out I was having a girl, I was like, oh shit, there's a whole lot of baggage that comes with this. Was that something that kind of built for you? Or was it just you found out you were having a girl and you were like, well, the world is different towards women.
You want to take that one first?
Yeah, that's.
I took the last one.
That's one of those heavy ones. I mean, obviously, the first time that you find out what you're having, you have a billion thoughts swarming around in your brain, and I remember one of them was there's going to be a lot of protecting here, even more so because. Look, boys are going to kick and scream and fight you and everybody else around them, and girls are going to only kick and scream and fight you. And I've come to find that it's even more true as time goes on. So, I mean, obviously, the more the time has gone on, I think it's been an incredible benefit that a pink collar job mom to call what I do blue collar isn't necessarily right, but it's also not really white collar. I don't really know. I'm somewhere in the middle.
Blue collar.
Yeah. I mean,
We're service industry people.
Right. Yeah. Well, and then my other job, it's management. That's, I'm somewhere in between, but
yeah,
it's
sure he doesn't get his hands dirty there.
Yeah.
My hands look like this. So
Yes, mine can look like this, and it's just the grease from the hangers.
But even more so, it's I think about it. Florida Fizz, we're in contact almost every day. You run the whole thing. I listen to everything you say. Most of the time, well, for the most part, most of the time I'm kind of lone wolfing it. I do some events with other people, but for the most part it's me. And when I do, it's usually women.
Yep.
At my other job, the owner of the store is a woman. The two managers in the front of house are women.
Okay.
One of the two managers in the back of house is a woman. And 80% of the staff that I'm in charge of are women. So it's
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm just kind of surrounded by women at all times, and even
What a blessing.
right? I'm not even kidding. It is so much easier. I love it. It's the way I've been for years. She can tell you, she sometimes hates it, but I will always gravitate more towards women than towards men.
Okay, it's not that I hate it. It's that he is the kind of guy who is so amazing that he respects women even when he doesn't want to sleep with them. Not very many men are like that. I said what I said. But that being said, every now and then you have there are certain women in the world, okay? We can be feminists and still acknowledge that some women have flaws. There are some women in the world who take, well, a man is respecting me, therefore he must be interested in me. And he can't tell if he's being flirted with.
I'm a buffoon
to save his
when I
life.
come to it,
And I
yeah.
don't mind it. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, what if he leaves me for this woman? Because I'm just not threatened like that. But every now and then I'll be like, babe, you gotta see
It's
this,
clear.
right?
Yeah.
No,
You
I'm
gotta
a
don't, though.
complete
They
moron.
don't.
See it, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just I think subconsciously I just choose not to. I'm
Yeah. Probably.
I don't really want that right now.
It's fine. And if it keeps your job easy, why acknowledge it or do anything to try and change it? You know what I mean? You're being respectful. You're not flirting with them. But yeah, it is. Every now and then I'll go into the restaurant. And when he has started new restaurant jobs in the past, there have been moments where I go months at a time without going into the restaurant. And then whenever I finally go in to eat there for the first time, I'm like, oh, because he's coming home and saying, like, these are like some people I'm working with, and this is who I like, and this is who I'm not a big fan of. And then I'll meet them, and I'm like, so here's what I clocked.
Yeah.
That's how I
Well,
am.
and I'll say this in terms of the restaurant industry, it's a little different because, like, a lot of people in the restaurant industry, they go to work and, you know, like for me, I show up, I'm like, I'm here to make my money so that I can provide for my family and then go home. A lot of people, mostly because they're younger, but that's
It's
their
fun.
village.
It's fun.
That's like,
that's their community.
their prime friend group. That's the only people they spend time around.
Yeah.
That's the people that they sleep with most of the time. It's like, it's a whole thing. Like, it is so much more than just a job to a lot of people, like in the restaurant industry. And I'm so far removed from that at this point. Like, and we've been subject of that before. Like, I mean, when we were
That's how we met Justine.
Exactly. Like Justine, we met her because we were working at a restaurant and we spent every single day with her. It's like, just became part of our lives, you know? And a lot of people who have kind of fell off along the way were at the same level as her for a while. Like, we had a full group and then it just kind of changed. You know?
And
like,
it evolves, right? Like
it comes with age, but it also comes with just maturing. A lot of people don't mature. Don't.
No, it's got to be. No, I do
Don't
truly
look at Eric and
think
smirk.
it's got to be a little bit easier for you guys at the age that you're at, that everyone that is at your age has kids and is married.
At our age, Katie.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hilarious that you're wearing this dress so that you can try and like transport yourself, you know, back to a different time or something. Like, what is this?
I mean, this is just what she wears.
I mean, it's like you're commenting on. Like,
she works at a bridal store. What is she supposed to wear?
All this and casually, just without even I mean, we have to address the elephant in the room, which is this white
always agreed not to address the elephant in the room.
This white dress that you have on, and now you're trying to talk
It's
about.
the problem that it's white. Wow, my child out of wedlock is really coming up a lot in this episode.
Oh, I wish I had been a bingo square.
Oh.
But anyway, what I wanted to bring up to add to the conversation was that I think it's as a guy, when you have daughters, and I think it was really good for me to have multiple daughters, because you realize that like there's a gradient of girls. Like some of them are more girly than others.
Oh,
and
we're different.
And you realize that like they're all not, like you realize how, different they are. And I mean, we knew that as boys. Like some boys are jocks and some boys are nerds. We knew that because we grew up that way. But you didn't know.
They knew that men were on.
I'm sorry.
Spectrum.
I'm listening.
Girls are girls. Okay.
That's how you figure it out.
Daughters
No, that's
break
the
through.
case
That's
with
fine.
and that's okay.
And you do that, and then you see that, and then you realize that there is a lot there's a lot more to it, and that's sometimes the way you learn that.
It's the best way to learn it.
It's the best way to learn it.
Because it's not a subtle thing. You learn it very loud.
Very true.
In your face.
Very true. It's you get slapped across the face with it.
And there's a lot of poop involved.
On that note. Okay, so it's been a while since we've done it, but we do have this segment on the show called Smash or Pass. Are you guys ready? Okay, so we have this little button, and we play this segment here on Gowns and Gimlets called Smash or Pass. If you like something, it's a smash. If you're not so sure on it, it's a pass.
Okay.
If it is a smash, we hit the button, and it says...
That's so cute. Oh, Justin, you did good. That's so cute. You're so cute. I love you.
But I do think that we'll just skip using the button and we'll just say Smash or Pass.
Have we told the viewers and listeners that it is Katie's birthday?
It is Katie's birthday.
Happy birthday.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a drink
But
ago.
thank you.
Did anybody
That
get you
was a
anything
drink
for your
ago.
birthday?
Jack actually showed up with flowers today.
Jack.
From our dear friends at the Floral Cottage.
From Floral Cottage.
It was very sweet.
You know what's up. That's
great.
amazing.
I mean, you get that work a plug-in seamlessly like that?
Yeah, he's good.
That was really good.
Randy owes me money, though.
That was really good.
Or more flowers, one or the other.
Hell yeah. All right, smash or pass. And this question is specifically for Eric. Okay? Smash or pass. the actual owner of Bustle?
Who actually owns this?
No, smash or pass the person who is the actual owner.
Oh, smash.
Okay.
I thought you were saying like who actually is the owner between the
like,
two of us.
The actual owner, me.
Do you know that when you're not here, customers ask me all the time if I'm the owner?
Okay.
They ask me, "Are you the owner?"
What
and
do
I
you say?
She says
say,
yes.
God,
She doesn't.
No.
She doesn't.
They
She
say-
doesn't want that.
No, they say, "Are you the owner?" And I go, "Oh God, no. She's just, she's busy."
I guess she's just different from me then.
I've told her before that we've had brides' moms will tell me like, "You're so good at this. One day you're gonna own your own store. I can tell." And I go, "Don't put that on me." I've said that straight up to their face without hesitation.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't put that on me. I don't want to own a bridal store. Do you know what a headache this is?
Anyone who knows enough about what it's like to own it does not have that aspiration. Really doesn't. You better absolutely love it, which we do.
Or you better have just been stupid enough to start it and have to ride through it. And
Yeah.
make sure that you make it work.
Also me.
First 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this question is specifically for Jack. Okay. Only for Jack. Don't answer. Smash or pass the sales manager at Bustle?
Smash.
Yeah.
Also, I got that exact question last time.
Oh.
He got the owner question last time. I
Yeah.
think.
We will ask it every time.
Yeah. This is common sense.
Smash.
We
gotta
need
make sure.
to know. Like, we're not confident in these relationships. Like, we need to know. We need the, like.
We're being real casual.
Smash.
Yeah. I know me and you are still keeping it really casual, and like we're gonna wait until the second kid to see if we really, really like each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I love how she says we're keeping it casual and she's literally wearing
In a wedding dress. In a wedding dress.
Y'all know when I met him, I worked in bridal. And
Yeah.
that was like
Yeah.
a whole conversation I had to have with him. Because at the time I was like, yeah, I sell wedding dresses, but you know, marriage is a construct or whatever. I'm 19. And then I like fell in love and I was like, oh no.
Everyone should do
I
this.
was like, oh no, it's actually fun. Like,
Oh,
you
I
should
love
spend the
that.
rest
It
of your
was
life
so,
with someone you
I
love.
don't know if we talked about this last time or not, but it was so funny when I found out because you were working there and I was like, wait until she sees how much money I make as the assistant manager of a pizza kitchen. And she humbled me
To
real
be
quick.
fair, at the time I wasn't a
Real quick.
stylist. I was a manager.
Yeah.
I was managing.
Oh, really? Man,
Yeah.
Yeah. She ought to do that again, right?
Right? Wouldn't that be
it
cool?
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Give
what's
that
our
some
third?
thought.
Okay. So the next question is specifically for Eric. Smash or pass retiring from engineering to be a full-time house husband / wedding industry icon?
You could get your velour jacket.
Actually, I would say I want to amend that to say retire to be a full-time like bar coordinator owner.
Oh.
Because when I have been an employee of Flirt Fizz,
yes, which
when you
have
go
been.
to somebody's house and knock on the door and they open it up and you say, "Hi, I'm from Flirt Fizz and I have your bar delivery," and they are like,
They
"Oh,
light up.
great."
They're really
Like,
happy to see you.
You cannot get that reaction from anybody. Like
Okay.
if you say, "Hi, I'm here to do engineering," like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna. They're like, "Okay, great."
That's
So I'll
fair.
show you right in.
Yeah.
But I have your wine glasses.
I have your cocktails.
I have your
I have
cocktail
your
mixers. I have
party.
your ice.
Who saw
They're
that
like,
coming?
yes,
All
yes. And so that is just such a great positive experience.
He never turns down a delivery job.
Really?
I'll be like, hey, I need you to go deliver these cocktails, whatever. He never turns it down. He's like, yeah, it's gonna
because
be good.
everybody is
Morale
so
boost.
positive. It is
Yeah.
a morale boost for you. It's a morale boost for them.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll say smash on Flirt Fizz.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is for both of you guys. Smash or pass, knowing all the bridal tea against your will. It's the end of the day, Saturday, sit down. Here's what happened. You will listen to it.
Well, if you tell me that like we had a great day and we,
No.
then that's
That's
It's
not
not.
tea.
It's
That's
not the
not
end of
tea.
It's all the
$3,000 day.
it's the garbage. It's the garbage
That's
that
not
they've gone through.
tea.
Is what I
That
want
just
to pass.
happens.
Yeah,
we
that's
just have
pass.
good
Yeah.
days here.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, and then she did this, and then
It's like
these people
TikTok
did
time
this, and
is
then
what I'm
yes.
hearing.
Like TikTok time.
Yeah.
Pass. I passed for me.
It's a pass. You don't like it. You don't like hearing all the.
I mean, it's not that I don't like hearing it. It's just that I would like to hear something else.
Oh, that's right.
I feel like if I say either smash or pass, I'm doing a disservice to the other, because like there are parts of it that I do find genuinely like there's no fucking way that like the story with the mom on the phone recently, like that was
my
crazy.
gosh. Okay,
That
I have
was
to tell that story
insane.
when you're done. Yeah.
But on the other end of it, I feel like 50 to 80% of it is stuff that I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, yeah.
It matters to us. Like, we understand the context and like why it's draining or whatever.
But no, I mean, more like maybe I'm different, but when I get home and Katie's like, "Oh, how was work?" I just say it was okay. I don't really want to talk about it. Like most of the time, I don't want to go into it.
We need to
I'm
work it out.
unwinding actively, and talking about work puts me right back in it.
You tell me about work more often than I think you realize.
With Florida Fizz, I do a lot, but
no, you tell me about your other job too. But it's when it did such damage that you come home and you're like, I have to bitch about this for a little bit. Okay, I have to tell this story though. Okay, so I got, we texted a bride and asked if she wanted to do a pre-call. And
a pre-call is where we like talk to them on the phone before their appointment so that we can learn about them and they can learn about us. And it just kind of puts everybody at ease.
Yes. And we had texted her, and the person that texted back was not the bride. It was the bride's godmother who said, I actually booked the appointment for her. So her name was her number was under the account. So that's why she was able to text us back. And she said, I booked the appointment for her. She's hard of hearing. And so I don't know if a pre-call is a good idea. And I'm like, that's no problem. You know, like we can totally text. Before I can text her back and say like, I'll just have a text conversation with the bride. Just send me her number over. We totally understand. I get a call and it's from the bride's mom. And the bride's mom was like, I don't know if you got this message, but I had her godmother text, this is the situation. She's hard of hearing. And I explained to her, I was like, actually, one of our stylists is hard of hearing, like Gab. And it's true. Like we forget that about Gab, but the number of times where I'll be talking to her and then she turns around and makes eye contact and sees me talking and goes, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, like I forgot, my bad. And she explained when I told her that, she was like, that's basically how it is with my daughter too. I want to make sure everyone there knows that like she is a very kind person. I don't want it to come off like she's being rude, but sometimes she doesn't respond quite as much. And we were like, we totally get it. And the bride was an angel. And yeah, she was a little bit quieter, but she was still an angel.
They all are.
They're all freaking angels. Anyway, so I'm talking to the mom and the mom is like, yeah, and like, my daughter's a little bit younger, and so I'm a little bit nervous about that as well, because we've had a lot of family members and friends of the family who have bad things to say about how young she is. And I was like, it's fine. Like, we get it. We have young brides in here. And so what I told her was, I was like, oh, you know, I met the man I want to spend the rest of my life with when I was 19, and I wish I had just gotten married then when I had more time on my hands. But now we've got a 4-year-old who has the time for that, you know? And then she goes on to say, yeah, and you know, I want her to go ahead and get married. She's 19. I mean, I don't want her going and getting knocked up. And I went,
I literally just told you.
It's like, I just told her that. And here's what I will say about that mom. I genuinely think she's a good person who just wants the best for her daughter. Yeah. And I think
not thinking about you.
She just wasn't thinking about me.
They're not thinking about you.
She didn't realize how much she had put her foot in her mouth.
Yeah, they don't mean it.
And it's fine and all, but she went on, it was a 30-minute phone call where she kept talking about how she wanted her daughter to have a traditional marriage, and she didn't want her daughter going
in the bridal store?
No, on the phone.
On the phone.
The mom called me. Yeah. She's like, she didn't want her going and getting knocked up without getting
sounds like
married.
She needed somebody to talk to.
Yeah, she did. But here's the thing.
You did an angelic thing.
She did, and sealing the deal.
Here's the thing. I was like, she just wants someone to talk to. It's fine. I was talking to her for a little bit. Justine, because I was on the phone for so long, went and wrote a little piece of paper. She said, therapist Katie, and pinned it to my collar while I'm on the phone. And she's like doing that. And I was like, okay.
Let me tell you something. Therapist Katie was definitely not on the bingo card. I mean, this took a turn that I did not expect.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing, though. She gets done, like, kind of talking to me, and she's like, sorry, hold on. And I hear her get out of her car, and I go, oh, she was on the phone for 30 minutes because she didn't realize how much time had passed because she was driving. I do that all the time. Like,
Yep.
it's fine. And then I hear her say on the phone, I have your order. Guys, she was door dashing. She was never getting off the phone. She was never getting out of her car. She stayed on that phone for 30 more minutes. And it's fine. But here's the thing. This was the last Friday before I left for Disney. And I had a laundry list of stuff to do before I left that store. I was on that phone for a good 45 minutes. And
Katie called me to tell me the story. And I was like, Katie, so you were on the phone with someone who just kept talking and didn't understand that you wanted to.
You guys don't get it.
But you seem,
I was
did you
like,
seem
wow.
interested?
That's crazy. You were on the phone with someone who just kept going and going.
Well,
You
here's
didn't pick up on cues, didn't understand.
Here's the thing, okay?
Please tell us the thing.
You know what?
There was never a thing.
I won't tell you the thing.
There was never a thing.
There was never a thing.
No, it's just...
I was like, that's crazy. And then she wouldn't quit
No,
talking.
actually, I want to be very clear. I have the timestamp on my phone because I know exactly when that happened because Justine texted it to the group chat. The conversation I had with her where I told her about this lasted 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's a long time for me.
That is.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time.
Ironically enough, I have 2 bosses and both of them are like, when am I done with this? Like every
Like,
time I
just
call
get
you
to
or
the-
my other boss,
Yeah.
What's
it's
the...
like you're hanging up on me 3 minutes before I'm done
okay,
talking.
great. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, I've learned with Sarah, like, don't even bother trying to get her to say I love you before she hangs up.
I know that one.
She like,
Stop it.
won't. It's whatever.
Y'all have to earn it.
But to get back to
I'm a
the
napkin
smash or
in it.
pass, stuff like that,
Yeah.
I love you so much. That tunes me in.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of the time it gets to a point, and she knows, like she'll be telling me about the day and it gets to a point where I'm like, you've been talking for 10 minutes. I'm going to start scrolling now. You know?
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
stuff like that'll get me to clock in. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
All right.
I guess if I had to give one, I'd say smash.
Smash.
But for the...
Here's the thing also, every now and then I forget, like I don't tell him about stuff for a little while. And then I go, like, because if he's working a lot of nights when I get off work, I get Charlotte, do the whole thing. And it'll be like a good 4 days before I give him a work update. And I'm like, oh, well, like, I mean, and this is just an example. This did not actually happen. But I'll be like, yeah, I mean, like, well, you know, ever since the building collapsed.
Well, wait, the building did partially collapse.
The building
Yes,
did.
Let's be honest.
it did.
No, we did not
Outside,
recap that.
outside,
We did
the
not recap
exterior.
that. Yeah,
She had
we
been
did not recap
home
that.
for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Didn't mention it. I'm like,
And I was like,
what?
Well, no one died, Jack. I mean, come on.
The way she said it made it sound like someone did. She
Yeah,
was like,
and I
yeah,
just
the
go-
roof fell in.
I go, I didn't tell you
was
about
like,
that.
I think the
I'm
words
is
you
this one of those
used,
things you would tune out? And he's like, no, the building collapsed.
the
I'm like,
words
oh,
that you
okay.
used were the roof caved in. So I thought the roof had
Let's just be clear to our viewers and
Yeah,
our
it was
listeners
the
that it was the
exterior.
exterior piece of wood that fell
When
off
we-
fallen.
the
It was a
top
few
entrance.
bricks.
When we post
Nothing to
this,
do with
we
the
need to
interior of the
splice in a
store.
photo of what
Yes,
that looks like.
nothing to do with the interior of
Everybody's
the store.
fine. The store is
Yeah.
fine. Your dress is fine. Your
That's
dress
right.
is
Everything
fine.
is fine.
Everything is fine. But that is the kind of story that, like, yeah.
Yeah, and I go, wait, you would have given a shit if I told you about that?
Yeah, because that has to do with, like, big things falling and.
I gave a shit.
It gets
I gave a shit.
louder.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, like, I think you're the same. Like, we care a lot about what goes on here. Like, for you, I mean, it's your business. For me, yes, to an extent. For me, like, it's my friends. Like,
Yeah.
everyone that is here is a friend of mine. So
Yeah.
like, we don't give a shit. Like, we want to hear it. It's just when, I mean, I don't know if you talk about it like she does, but like, my God, if you talk about the mother of the brides, like, it's like.
Did we get there? Did we get another?
I said mother of
No,
the
we already
bride
said that.
Scratch that one
earlier.
out.
We already said that
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
I
It's just-
said it earlier.
It
I
will
don't think
go
we're
on
gonna get
25 minutes, and
All
I'm like,
right.
honey, I understand. Like, it was tough. I get it, you know?
We got a lot to say. We got a lot to say. All right, the last one, smash or pass. Women in leadership roles.
For who?
He's like, you mean at my actual job or just like you?
That's a good point.
For me and
That's a
him.
really
For
good
me and
point.
him.
First of all, Why is it a pass at your job?
Generally speaking, women in leadership roles.
Is it a pass at your
Generally
job?
speaking,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a smash for me.
All
Okay.
right, okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
okay.
smash.
All right, yeah.
Do you guys have any smasher passes for us?
Yeah.
Well, I want to expand upon that. I think that women in leadership roles are like
Sexy.
also yes, and more prepared, more put a little bit more work in.
Yeah,
I think so.
we have
to
to.
be able to, anticipate problems, anticipate
Mhm.
needs
Mhm.
of their employees,
Mhm.
and also they plan the best Christmas parties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
We can't, no, we can't. I mentioned that. So it doesn't work. No. Okay, so that's where I
Oh,
am.
you guys wanted us to say the word Christmas party?
Yes, I was trying
See,
to
they
get
said
that.
it, they said
Oh,
it.
okay. Does that count? I think it
I
counts.
wasn't gonna
Let's
say
make
the
it count.
word. I know,
All right,
Christmas party.
fine.
Like,
It's a fun
look how,
game. It's
Did
look
you
how
get
happy
you-
they are.
Yeah,
Look how
but I'm
happy they
nowhere-
are marking their little bingo
I'm still
cards.
nowhere
Did you
near
hit
it.
Christmas
bingo?
party. Let's try and hit a bunch more for them.
Okay, Gab.
Gab,
No.
rumor,
No.
social media,
What kind of social media?
TikTok,
Oh, thank you.
bridal market.
Already did that
We already
one.
had it once. But wait, there's a separate part.
That's true.
What else do you like to do at bridal market besides go?
Drink.
That's impressive.
I love you. Oh
All
my
right.
God.
That's
You're the
it.
Right.
best.
All right.
Third favorite thing to do at
third
bridal
favorite thing to
market.
Shop.
do. There you go. There you go.
That's
Got
like
that
what
one.
we do, though.
Yeah, like if we go
Um,
to bridal market to shop.
Ooh,
which
I'm
is
close.
not-
I'm close.
I'm very close
That's
too.
the first
Um,
favorite.
okay.
Shop.
Hey,
Okay.
Hilton event.
Bridal show.
Never did that.
Hilton event with me. It's canceled. It sucks.
MILFs.
If you
Does that count? We count.
let's see
Pom-poms.
like at the beginning of the busy day you have to do a certain thing to keep everybody happy.
Coffee.
Yes.
I have to buy coffee for
Bingo.
everyone.
Oh, so
was
close.
coffee on the.
No, okay, so here's
First
my
of all,
bingo.
neither of
Here's
you
my
earned
bingo. I'm
that
gonna give it
win.
to you. I'm not gonna give you every one because that would take too long. So I got the I
I got
column.
time.
I at the top I got bridal market buys.
Okay.
Bridal market attendance because we're always talking about who's going and where you're going
It's
and when.
exciting.
And then the next one is Saturday food drink orders. There you go, coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. The next one is evil MOBs. You know,
Okay.
that's
Evil is strong, but
well,
okay.
I mean,
I didn't use that
it's-
word.
cut-
no,
cut me
you
some
chose
slack.
we
that
didn't
word.
say that.
Cut me some
Mine,
slack.
mine just
man.
says
And-
Mothers of the Bride.
Well,
Well.
I didn't get it. Okay, I didn't
I don't think
translate
they're
it
evil.
properly.
I think they just
And then Sarah says
need
cut
therapy.
is my last one, and that's my
Oh,
favorite. So
Yeah.
bingo,
cut it.
bingo.
Did I
I
say
missed
that?
by
at some
one.
point?
No,
Did I
I
say
said
cut? Oh, you said
Well,
cut.
I said cut.
No, but
she
you
said
said
too.
it. You echoed
Okay,
it.
so you were close
I was
to
close.
bingo.
Yeah, give it her.
I had crying the actual act or talking about it. Bridal
One
market
of us had to
buys.
cry or
Childbirth,
Childbirth, right? Childbirth.
mothers of the bride, and then I almost had customers flirting with Jack.
Oh, you got so
Oh,
close.
Hilton.
You got so
Okay.
close, and we just couldn't possibly get you over the line.
I missed another one
Jill
right
did
here.
one on it? Shut
I missed another one by one right here.
You
So
have
you guys would have talked
Ozempic
about
on the
gumbo
bingo
weather. I
card?
would have
Oh,
had
that's
another
right.
one.
That's right. He was very close.
Ozempic your ass.
He was very close.
Fireman is on here.
Oh, that's a shame.
I can't believe that didn't happen.
Overstocking an event, we do
We
that.
do that a lot.
You
we
think
do
I
do
was gonna
that.
let her talk about Taylor and Travis on this podcast?
I was hoping that wouldn't
I
come up.
never talk about Taylor Swift on this podcast. I know better.
I can't believe I didn't put Big Brother
Actually,
on
thank
a
you for
slot.
bringing it up. That girl's engaged and she needs a dress. And one of our top designers is headquartered in Kansas City. And I'm just saying,
You know what? All I'm gonna say is that when Gypsy Rose Blanchard was engaged, we reached out to her on Instagram
We
and
did.
said, "You can have a dress.
we did. We
Come
said
get
we'll
your
give you a dress. We said, you crazy bitch. Come
Unfortunately,
get a
I
dress.
think every single bridal shop in the country is reaching out to Taylor Swift right now. Saying something like
She's
that.
not gonna go shop for a
No,
dress.
she's
No,
gonna get
Oscar
one
De La
specially
Renta.
made. Yeah.
Mark my words. Write this down. Oscar De La Renta is going to do her dress.
Hey, quiz
Or
time.
Vivian
Do you
Westwood would
remember
probably
within the
also.
last week when I talked to you about Oscar De La Renta?
Yeah.
When was it?
You were talking about the flower dress.
When?
Somebody on TV that we were watching was
It was
wearing a
Always Sunny
knockoff
in
version of it.
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Dee
Dee
was
was wearing a
wearing the
knockoff version of it.
Yeah. The
And I was like, that's a $700 dress.
yeah, minimum.
That's a point for me. I pay attention.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thanks for
It's been
joining
blast.
us.
It's
We
blast.
may or may not have you back.
We love coming on whenever we can.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, if you come back, we're doing bingo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah,
I think
that'd be
Survivor
fun.
is fair
We're
play.
gonna have to
And we
let
can
them
host
talk
it?
if we want to do bingo.
Can we have a question?
Thanks for joining us on Gowns and Gimlets today. Next week, we're going to have Rumor, our gorgeous, amazing model who models for us here at Bustle and is a former LSU volleyball player. She's going to join us to talk about social media and what her future looks like. Join us next time. Gowns, Gimlets, and good vibes only.